Welcome to the Dottoro Theme tutorial series. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use widgets and widget areas in the Dottoro theme. With the help of widgets, you are able to easily add various dynamic contents to your pages, while widget areas allow you to display widgets in different layouts and in different places on your pages. As a first step, go to WordPress admin and have a look at the page under Appearance Widgets. Here we can see the widgets and widget areas. As you can see, you can choose from several widgets. Some of them are default WordPress widgets, while others are provided by the Dottoro theme. The theme helps us to create our own website, not only with the additional widgets, but it also improved the default WordPress widgets with extended options and features, but we'll discuss that later. You can also see widget areas on the right. These are the places where you can put widgets. What we can see now are the predefined ones offered by the theme, but we also have the ability to create custom ones. Widgets added to the header, primary sidebar or footer widget areas will appear in the header, sidebar, or footer on every page. The rest of the predefined widget areas only appear on certain pages. For example, the blog post bottom widget area appears at the bottom of blog post pages above the comments. Alright, now we should really get started. As a first step, add 3 widgets to the primary sidebar widget area. For example, a Dottoro popular post widget, a links widget. As you can see, this widget has been extended with additional options in the theme. You can select list icons, their color, and you can also set whether you want to display the links in 2 columns. I select a list image to the list. Finally, I'll add a meta widget to the primary sidebar. We can also find additional options in the meta widget. For example, I select the star-shaped image. If you have a look at the website, then you'll see that the recently added widgets have appeared in the sidebar one under the other. Now, let's customize the arrangement of widgets. To do this, go to Theme Options, Widget Areas. Here you can manage widget areas, both the predefined and custom ones. Currently, I don't have any own widget areas. The ones you can see are the default widget areas of the theme. Now, let's change the layout of the primary sidebar. I would like to display 1 widget in the first row and 2 widgets in the second one. Therefore, I add a new row to the primary sidebar, and I would like the second row to have 2 columns. As you can see now, the first row has only 1 cell, and 1 widget will be displayed in it. The second row has 2 cells. Their widths are the same, and 1 widget will appear in each cell. Click OK and save the widget areas. Now it's done. If you take a look at the sidebar now, the popular posts appear in the first row, while the blog roll and meta links in the second one, side by side. There's still plenty of room below the meta links. Let's find a widget that this place can be ideal for. Go to Widgets and add a Pages widget to the primary sidebar. There are also additional controls here, and I'm setting this arrow for list image, then save. If you take a look at the sidebar now, you'll see that the new widget appears below and not beside the blog roll widget. In order to change that, go again to Theme Options, Widget Areas, and modify the layout of the primary sidebar. Change the number of widgets from 1 to 2 in the second cell of the second row. Save changes. And if you take a look at the sidebar, you'll see that the Pages widget appears in the second row now, beside the blog row and below the Meta widget. You've seen so far that with the help of the layout wizard you can create widget layouts in various ways, and certainly you can do that not only for predefined widget areas, but also for any custom widget areas as well. In many cases, the predefined widget areas provide sufficient flexibility, but for example, if you would like to create a custom sidebar for a page, then you'll need a custom widget area. Let's see how it works in practice. Go to Theme Options, Widget Areas, and create a new widget area. Let's call it Simple Sidebar. I would like the widgets to appear one under the other, so for this reason, I won't modify the default layout. Save changes. And if we go to Widgets, then you can see that the new Simple Sidebar widget area has already appeared. Now add a contact form widget to it. I'm not going to modify its default settings. Fine. Now we have a new custom widget area and a widget on it. We just need to decide where we would like to display it. In the Dottoro theme, custom widget areas can appear in the sidebar and the footer, and, using the widget area shortcode, in the content and the subheader as well. First, let's see how a custom widget area can be displayed in the sidebar. Go to All Pages and select a page, for example the Simple page, and click Edit. Here, in the General Options box, you can select an additional widget area to be placed in the sidebar. Save changes. And if you take a look now, you can see that the new widget area appeared in the sidebar on the Simple page, but the sidebar hasn't changed on the other pages. Alright, but what should I do if I want only the contact form to be displayed in the sidebar on the Simple page, while the sidebars and other pages to remain untouched? Since the primary sidebar widget area is placed in the sidebar on every page, all widgets added to it will also appear on the Simple page. To remove these widgets from the Simple page, we need to create a new widget area and move the widgets from the primary sidebar widget area to the new one. Let's call it Common Sidebar, and set its layout the same as the layout of the primary sidebar widget area. Save changes and go to Widgets. Then move the widget from the primary sidebar to the common sidebar. If we have a look at our website, we can see that the sidebar on the Simple page contains only the contact form, while the sidebar is empty on other pages. This is because the primary sidebar widget area is currently empty, and the common sidebar widget area has not been attached to any pages. In addition, there's an option in the theme that controls whether a default content should be displayed in empty sidebars, but I turned this off. Now, let's attach the common sidebar to the blog page. If you take a look at the blog page now, you can see that the currently attached common sidebar widget area appeared in the sidebar. When looking at the post pages, you can see that the sidebar is still empty here. Additional sidebars can be attached to the post pages as well. You can do it under Post Settings in the Single Post Settings box. I'd select the Common Sidebar to the post too. On this page, you can also attach additional widget areas to category and tag pages. Now, if we look at our website, you can see that the Common Sidebar widget area appeared in the sidebar on blog post pages too. Apart from this, there are some other special pages that are created automatically. These are the Author, Archive, Search, and 404 pages. We can find their sidebar settings under Theme Options, General on the Special Pages tab. Here we have the ability to set additional widget areas for these pages, and not only for the sidebar but also the footer. In the Dottoro theme, where there is an option to set an additional widget area to the sidebar, there is also an option to allow the same to the footer. You can learn about this in detail in the video on footer. So now there is only one thing left to do, that is how to put widget areas into the content or subheader of pages. The widget area shortcode helps us in doing this. Let's see an example. I go to WordPress admin, edit the sample page, and with the help of the widget area shortcode, I insert the Common Sidebar widget area into the content. Click Update. Now, if you view the page, you'll see that the widget area appeared in the content. Certainly, the widget area shortcode can be used in the content of any pages, blog posts, news, and portfolio items. Finally, let's see how to display a widget area in the subheader. First, create a new subheader. Let's call it, say, Sample, and use the widget area shortcode in its content to display the sample sidebar widget area that we created in the first half of this video. As for the use of subheaders, I wouldn't discuss this here, as it will be dealt with in detail in another video. Click Publish. Finally, set the sample subheader to the sample page. Save changes. And if you take a look at the sample page, you can see that the same widget area appears in the subheader and the sidebar. I do hope that I've managed to give you an insight into the possibilities in the Dottoro theme, and I also hope that this video will help you in using widgets and widget areas. Thank you for your attention. Have fun while you experiment to see what you can create.